Hail Metal Nation, it is We Podcast Them Down. That's Mike, I'm Tim, and it is time once again for a metal promo review where we read metal promos that have been sent to us and then decide how many ears we will be dedicating to said item being promoed. Now, Mike, I don't know if you've been on any of these since I changed I added services. Some of them get long-winded.
Oh my goodness.
So you'll have to subtly motion to me if it's taking too long. So let's work on that subtle sign right now. What are you going to do? That works. It's good for an audio podcast. All right, here we go. AMORTA, Finnish heavy metal single Excelsior, out August 25th. For immediate release. All right, so this one has a bunch of bullet points. Second single of the Finnish outfit.
How do you spell this?
Oh, AMORTA. AMORTA.
Oh, they are not on Metal Archives.
Uh-oh. Excellent songwriting and performance. That's a bullet point for this band. AMORTA brings a significant freshness.
What the fuck?
Yep. All right. Established 2021 Finland heavy metal for fans of Iron Maiden. Again, you probably should put a year on that because if it's new Iron Maiden, I'm not fucking interested. Bloodbound and Avantasia. Oh, that's 2 strikes already. Not looking good. Fuck Avantasia. More specifically, fuck Tobias Sammet. Anyway. Heavy metal, new wave of British heavy metal. This one also includes hashtags. All right. Hashtag AMORTA, heavy metal, Finland. It's tag the country. Why not? Single. Single? I mean, it is a music single, but why is that your hashtag? Scandinavian.
You'll get people looking for dating advice.
Yeah. And metal. Bass player Pasi Tanskanen says about Excelsior. Excelsior is a very energetic, old school heavy metal anthem and also showcases the vocalist Eric Kramer's incredible range and skills. Writing Excelsior started with the intro guitar riff, which I ended up using on the chorus as well. The bass player said this, by the way. The song started to build up from there to become a fresh take on what new wave of British heavy metal has been offering since the 80s. The theme of the song is basically going from feeling down and low to reach the stars and taking the means to your own hands in your life. Higher and higher as the Latin word of the song title translates. All right. Skillfully refreshed tradition. AMORTA. Atromorta was a band I was in briefly. AMORTA is a Finnish heavy metal band founded in 2021 by bassist Pasi Tanskanen from Thororod. THAUROROD. Other members. Yeah.
This is going to take longer to read than it will be to listen to the song.
Other members in the lineup are Eric Kramer from Simulacrum and Kramer, Harry Haitanen, Kalma live guitarist, so he's in Kalma, sort of, and Jonas Pukala-aho, also from Thororod and Amberian Dawn, which I believe we've looked at before. This new band in metal is born rising like a phoenix from the ashes. So they've hit how many cliches have they hit? AMORTA offers traditional old school heavy metal at the very highest level. Let AMORTA boil your blood. Let them pound your metal heart. And then more bullet points. New single of the Finnish metalers. Playful, dynamic, and serious heavy metal. And highly fluently performed, accurate, executed. That is a quote. That's what it says. All right. We are...
Oh, God.
All that's left is the lineup, which I have already gone through. Excelsior is 3 minutes, 25 seconds. And I'm not seeing a Bandcamp link. So they do have a single cover. And let me pull it up for you here. my fucking thing would work. There we go. There's the single cover.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah, it's well, hopefully they put more work into the song. And then there's a band photo, and it looks very new wave of British heavy metal. They're all wearing leather. They appear to be in a forest, and they're backlit. I mean, they're lit from the front, but there's, you know, they got the hair light or the third light or whatever.
Yeah, the band logo is pretty good.
Yeah, they have the band logo here too.
That's the logo. It feels it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that band photo is also pretty good.
It is. It's pointy, but not pointy to the part of making you think it's thrash metal.
Yeah. So I mean that whole blurb was exhausting to me. It just took so fucking long. God damn. Like it's a single. Like just. Yay! Come check out our single if you like Iron Maiden.
Now, I don't know if that is a symptom of the band or of the service. You know.
That's fair. Okay.
That being said, there were a few keywords kind of in there. I think I can spare 3.5 minutes to check it out. You know, it could be good. I mean, there's good eras of Iron Maiden, and if there's good eras of Aphantasia, I wouldn't fucking know, because fuck them. But Bloodbound, pretty good. Anyway, so I'm gonna go 1.5 ears on this, because at 3 minutes is not too much of an investment.
Okay, let me try to put aside my distaste for that press release. I'll do an ear. I have I don't know who these guys are, but like if one of them's in Kalma, I get the impression that maybe they have some industry experience.
I think it's more accurate to say one of them was hired by Kalma. Because he's the live guitarist. Fair. So what does that mean?
Okay. Well, all the same, you know, they've got, you know, some pretty cool art. And as far as I can tell, this band is 16 weeks old. Because I'm on their Instagram, and their first post is the new metal, and the new band in metal is born. Greet AMORTA 16 weeks ago. And it's like a cool, like it's that photo of them in the rain, but silhouetted. Mm. So it's like, I'm curious to see what they have put together.
How many ears?
1. I'll give it 1.
All right, next. Japan's HEXVOID released new music video. You got the garbage, losers get out. Plus, tour dates for Canada and Mexico. I hope this airs in time, because it's coming up. All right. Japanese groovy metal / rock band HEXVOID not only have a new lineup, but they also have a new single out. Another single, which aims to get fans stoked for their upcoming September tour dates in Mexico and Canada. From Tokyo, they are eager to put the pandemic behind them and bring their noise to people around the world. The latest single, You Got the Garbage, Losers Get Out, is presented in a violently colorful video that exudes the chaos found in both the vocal presentation and the frenetic, fast riffs. Complete with a groovy low end, there are prominent elements of punk rock and funk wrapped up in a crazy metal package. Rapid tempo changes will keep the listener on their toes and vibing through each chorus. HEXVOID mainly takes its inspiration from old school rock, metal, and hardcore, with an emphasis on new metal rock of 90 to 00. They are full of raw emotions, groove, and intensity. The double vocals juxtaposing between mellow and aggressive lyrics. Since 2007, they have toured Japan extensively, appeared on the metal / rock TV program J Heaven, and been featured in several magazines. In 2018, they toured Mexico. The following year, they made it to the finals of the Wacken Metal Japan and then toured Canada. They returned to both these countries this year in September with 10 stops planned. Wacky, heavy, and adrenaline pumping. They are recommended for fans of System of a Down, Slipknot, and Korn.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. So they're calling it the North American Continental Tour. All right. Since they're doing Mexico and Canada, which are both on the North American continent. So
I'm guessing it's a visa thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because U.S. visas are like ludicrously expensive. But,
Right.
Let's see. They are playing Mexico City on September 7th. Oh, I've never heard of a bunch of these Mexican cities. Uriangato, Ciudad Fernandez, Querétaro, and then St. Catharines, Ontario, September 12th, London, Ontario, Hamilton, Ontario, North Bay, Ontario, Kingston, Ontario. Lots of Ontario. And then somehow, between September 16th and 17th, they're going to get over to Vancouver. So,
jeez.
Yeah, Kingston, Ontario is near Toronto. So, yeah, that's a long flight. All right, so good luck. But there is a time difference, so they will get that. Okay, so
I want to like this.
There are lots of red flags in this, right?
Yes.
However, I'm going to give it a listen. I'm giving it one ear. There was this was a journey, this promo. If they never mentioned new metal, it would have been higher.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So there's like, I'm trying to think if it's 3 or 4. There's 3 or 4 Japanese bands I really like. Psy, Intestine Balism. To a lesser extent, there's Flagitious Idiosyncrasy and the Dilapidation.
Good band name.
And I'm trying to think if there's another one, but like I really like Psy and I really like Intestine Balism, and I feel like when Japanese has like J rock and like the J metal that have their own like very particular styles, and I don't hate that style, but it's not really my thing. And I feel like the bands that escape like the J prefix to the genre, end up being like quite good. Cadenza. Cadenza's the 4th one. So I was kind of excited, like, ooh, here's a new band that doesn't kind of have like this J rock or J metal sort of connotation. And then he says Korn and System of a Down. It's like, yeah. I'm curious though. So I'll give it an ear. I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm only curious because of the references to like funk.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like constant tempo changes, punk and funk, crazy. I don't know. That could be good.
And Psy, Psy is frequently, true. Like Psy does that a lot. Like they, like you'll listen to an album and it's just like kind of death metal-y, and then you listen to the next album and it's very jazzy. And it's like, okay, I don't know what the hell is going on here. So with the reference to funk and punk, it's like, okay, what I want is Psy. But let's see what we get.
Yep. Yeah, we're definitely worth an ear. All right, Canadian thrash. This is the last one. Canadian thrashers Triskelion. New lyric video, Tech Tyranny, spelled T-E-K, Tyranny, one word, off new album, Artificial Insanity, out September 2023 on Moribund Records. Canada's new power thrash metal gods, Triskelion. Triskelion? Will be unleashed. Their sophomore album, Artificial Insanity, mixed and mastered by Michael Small, Winterhearth, Triskelion, Artec, on September 8th via Moribund Records. Today, the band is on, A while ago, the band unveiled their next single, Tech Tyranny, featuring guest vocals from Infrared's Armin Kamal, with a lyric video that can be seen and heard at, all right, pencils, YouTube. That's the .be one / lowercase h, lowercase g. No. Guitarist Jeff Way adds about the single, the album's opening track. This one is a thrasher of a song that kind of came out a little like Megadeth, with a mixture of some tremolo picking, almost black metal-esque guitar parts. It features Armin Kamal from the Canadian thrash band Infrared. Their first run was back in the mid to late 80s. Then they went on a long hiatus until they came back in 2014. Armin is another person who I didn't know personally, but I admired what he was doing with his band. So in keeping with the theme of looking for Canadian vocalists to help out with the vocals, I reached out to him to see if he'd be interested in singing a song on the album, and luckily he was. I sent a rough mix of the song and my lyrics and let him do his thing. Armin does some amazing vocals on here. Listen for the high screams in the chorus, especially at the end of the song, which enters into the realms of Rob Halford and King Diamond. The mixture of that and his more gruff thrash vocals really stand out. Founded in 2021 by guitarist Jeff Way of the popular true metal band Category 4. Category 6. I got my Roman numerals. TRISKELYON released one self-titled EP and was promptly signed to Moribund Records for their radio chart-topping debut album Downfall 2022. On TRISKELYON's second album, Artificial Insanity, bandleader Jeff Way, but it's spelled G off, has once more recruited the creme de la creme of the Canadian metal scene. All right, I know you're in Canada. Can you please translate that into English and not just leave it in French? See, that was
Yeah.
Listing the vocal talents of guests Amanda Jackman from Category 6, Armin Kamal from Infrared, Kara McCutcheon from Mortillery and Naitaka, Dale Drew from the Sea Dogs, Des Masson, Elam, Pete Healy, Raul Alvarez from Dark Order AUS. Is that Australia or Austria? I don't know. And Tim Timo from Timo. Culminate in a varied album which delivers both pure thrash metal classics, hints of blackened melodic thrash, and enough power metal to bring one back to the 1980s. Drum duties are shared between Raul Marquez from Burning Torment and Alexander Rakoff from Ontrieb, while Dwayne Pike, Keith Jackman from Category 6, so it's half of Category 6, and Darren Pope are conscripted on bass. So if you're counting, I think that's 3 bassists, 2 drummers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vocalists. I mean, this is basically a what's that band you like?
Style. It's like Arion.
Yeah, it's an Arion album. Yeah. There you go. All right, it goes on, but there's quotes and all sorts of stuff. Tech Tyranny is 4 minutes 15 seconds. The rest of the album, they do a Platinum Blonde cover. It doesn't really matter. Total album running time is 46 minutes. Bandcamp, man, it's behind one of those redirect links. It's TRISKELYON.bandcamp.com. TRISKELYON.
So
take it, Mike.
So okay, they promptly got signed to Moribund Records. So I was curious because there's all these kind of dinky record labels that you can get signed to. So I was curious if Moribund had anything that I knew on it. And the answer is yes, it does. But not necessarily for a good reason. Moribund also has signed on to it Fornicator and Whore. And I'm going to give you two guesses to guess what the subject matter is of the bands Fornicator and Whore. It's 2 different bands.
I'm going to go with Politics.
Yeah. With the same frontman who goes by Rob Fornicator.
Well, Category 6 is also on Moribund Records.
I don't know Category 6.
I just looked them up.
Oh, okay. Fire Cries, their most recent album. That's kind of awesome.
Category 6 also covered Barracuda by heart.
Okay.
I think they're just following the same blueprint in both bands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at Triskelion. I don't know. There's nothing here that really totally does it for me.
All right, well, what about this image where it has like every single vocalist?
That is somebody threw a ball into my monitor and cracked it.
Yep. And then a bunch of Canadian vocalists started leaking out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Looks fine. I have half an ear.
I'm going to give this band 1 ear, but I don't really see the point in listening to a single if there's a different I'm assuming all the vocalists are on different songs. So, September
8th, the whole album drops.
Or has dropped. I don't know when this one's airing.
But the cover art's kind of fun. It kind of looks like a Lost in Space robot, like Danger, Will Robinson.
It does.
And I don't know why.
Post-apocalyptic wasteland at sunset.
It would be cooler if they didn't overlay their logo on top of everything. In addition, like if they had just left the image as is without.
Yeah, when I first so for the listeners, there's like a watermark looking thing of their Triskelion logo, right? But it's also on the robot. So what it looks like is that band we reviewed that left the Fiverr watermark on their press release. Yeah. It's like, but yeah, so just lose that. And I think it works a little better.
I will note that I can't tell exactly why, but that symbol makes me vaguely uncomfortable.
Oh, no, it's
I'm worried that
because you were just at a folk metal fest and you're looking for that.
I'm worried that there's some connotation that I'm not recognizing.
Yeah, well, I'm sure this band from Newfoundland and Labrador would be the first to apologize. This is a Canadian joke. Oh, wait, wrong one. There we go. Oh, I can do both.
Oh, that worked perfect.
Yeah, it did. All right, so anyway, I'm going to give this band 1 ear, but I'm going to give Category 6 an ear and a half. So.
I'm going to give it N ears, where N is a number between 0 and 2, and I don't care what we choose.
And
I am totally ambivalent.
It's an integer, though, so.
I just said I didn't say it had to be in. Well, okay, I guess because I used N.
Exactly. All right. Well, there you go. 0, 1, or 2 ears.
Yeah, fair enough.
You decide. All right. Any parting words?
That's how I feel about Triskelion.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, Metal Nation. Yeah. A rallying cry. Yeah.